What does identity mean to you?
I want to say identity is actually for me is an abstract word, very abstract, and has deep meanings behind it. For me, identity means that it's kind of a recognition of yourself. When somebody approve of you or somebody agree with you, it means that they approve. They got your. How to say? It's kind of recognize that you are yourself. You're not others, and you are one of a kind. And when others approve of you, it means that your identity, the existence of your identity, is meaningful.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that, something.
What does it mean to you to be Chinese?
It means a lot to me as a Chinese. I'm a Chinese girl, typical Chinese girl. And being a Chinese girl, first of all, I want to say, being in such kind of great country, I'm very proud. And second, being a Chinese makes me want to fight for my country. I want to just not only live for myself, and live for other people here, because China is a developing country.
Yeah.
And as a kind of citizen here, I have a great responsibility. Although my effort may be very little, but I think I can make a great contribution.
What do you think about, the government are building lots of cultural industries?
Which province?
And around Beijing, they're kind of all these art galleries like this, for example,
build what?
Cultural industries.
Oh, cultural industries.
So art galleries and.
You ask my opinions? Oh yeah.
We want do you think therefore to teach people about Chinese culture, or do you think they're more for show? What do you think about it?
I think it's very necessary and imperative. In China, with China's developing very fast, some things are being destroyed, and some people, their awareness of the culture is fading away. And we need to build this kind of culture industry to raise the awareness of Chinese people that they cannot forget their roots. They cannot forget their culture. They are Chinese people, and we don't prevent the foreign culture. We welcome them to come to China.
Yeah.
But basically speaking, we cannot forget the essence of ourselves.
Yeah.
Who we are, what we're gonna do to prevent the damage onto our culture, and we have to preserve it instead of destroying it. And in building by way of building this kind of culture industry, I think in some degree, or in a huge degree, it helps, promote China's culture improvement, and also to, not lift, but at least improve, maintain the awareness of being a Chinese and how important it is to preserve our old traditional culture.
So is it important for you to visit these sites and learn about your culture and things? That's important for you?
Definitely. I'm a person who likes, history, arts a lot. Basically, I'm an art student, so I love this kind of things. I love nature. And I think it's very important, not only for me, but also for the other persons to visit frequently or often this art gallery. You can see that art galleries are becoming, it's very, not very decent. They're a little bit shabby.
Yeah.
Government don't pay attention to this sometimes. They just pay attention on the GDP or something like that. But I think, we have to keep a balance. And I think the other Chinese people, not just me, but just younger people, old people, they should come to visit this kind of sites very often to foster this kind of awareness.
So do you think for you, by learning about your history and Chinese culture, it will help give you a sense of identity and see where you want to go in the future?
Of course, definitely. This kind of awareness is very strong for me. Because I think by visiting the sites and the history or learning something like this, it can help me to find the roots of myself and how important or how proud I am to be a Chinese, and I can make some contribution to my country by learning the history, learning the art. I think this is a very good process to lift or improve, enhance the awareness of being a Chinese, and to show the way that China is undergoing a huge change, but it's not destroying its culture, instead it's preserving the good culture of China.
Yeah.
It's definitely very important.
The clothing can reflect on our opinions, thoughts.
Show me your. Do you think Chinese culture is very important? Do you think Chinese culture is very important? to China as a country?
Yeah, it's very important. It's I'll say it's identity of a country, a nation.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think the culture of a nation is very, very important. Because everybody from the same nature, same culture, nation, culture.
Yeah.
We share the same thing. We should have the same value about it.
Yeah.
We should have the same cultural background so that we can stay in the same stage and to see the same things, same thing, and we can make the people more and more united.
And do you think like going to say like museums and like going to terracotta warriors and places that add like give you knowledge of the history of your country, do you think that adds to a sense of identity for you, like knowing more about your past?
Yeah, of course. I think the terracotta warriors is part of the culture of Qing dynasty.
Yeah.
Qing dynasty, and the Xi'an have mainly about two culture, about Qing dynasty and Tang dynasty. Yeah, I think it's very important for Chinese people, especially the local people, to go there and see what their ancestors do, their ancestors and it's very important for us. And no matter whether it is interesting or not, but it's very necessary for us to go there to watch it, to know about our ancestors,
To understand your culture more in the context of your culture.